They called it architectural harmony. I called it control. When I submitted my renovation plans, new siding, a modern porch, a simple repaint, the HOA president smiled like a politician and said, "We'll review it carefully." That smile should have warned me. 2 weeks later, I got the letter. Rejected. Incompatible with neighborhood aesthetic. My house, the oldest on the street, apparently didn't blend. They wanted uniform beige, cookie-cutter perfection. I wanted color, character, something that felt alive. I walked through the neighborhood that evening. Identical lawns, identical mailboxes, every porch light the same wattage. It looked like a movie set waiting for actors who never showed up. The HOA president waved at me from his driveway like we were buddies. "Don't take it personal," he said. "Rules are rules." Behind him, his two-story house gleamed, freshly painted, freshly approved. That's when I noticed the crack. Not in his paint, in the illusion. Every rule, every approval, every inspection flowed through Gary. He'd denied me, but he'd also fast-tracked himself. I started digging, literally and legally. Late nights, I went through public permit logs and HOA filings. Turns out, half the perfect homes on our street were missing inspection certificates, landscaping variance approvals, forged initials, street maintenance contracts, expired. This wasn't harmony. It was neglect, polished just enough to pass from a distance. So I started renovating, in my own way, not my house. The street. I made a few anonymous calls. The county road department came to verify street permits. They didn't find any. A week later, they marked the pavement with orange paint and survey tape. Roadwork pending. Then came the utility crews. Digging, testing, flagging underground lines. Next, I reported improper drainage. The environmental board placed bright yellow signs at every storm drain. Evaluation in progress. Do not use. By the third week, the HOA's perfect street looked like a construction zone from a disaster movie. Orange cones, potholes, survey flags, half-dug trenches. Even the landscapers stopped showing up. Gary cornered me one morning, red-faced. "You did this!" "You called them," I smiled. "You said rules are rules, right? Turns out your street isn't up to code." He sputtered something about overreach and harassment. I shrugged. "I'm just letting the proper authorities do their job." By month's end, buyers backed out of 2 home sales. Realtors whispered about ongoing infrastructure issues. Property values dipped. The HOA held an emergency meeting when in Gary's garage, since their clubhouse was under safety inspection. They begged the county to lift restrictions, but until proper permits were filed, no work could continue. And since Gary had been faking them for years, that wasn't happening soon. Finally, the HOA reversed its tone. My renovation, reconsidered and approved. They even offered to reimburse my fees. I declined the money. I just painted my porch the color I wanted, deep, defiant red. Now, every time Gary drives past, he looks at that porch like it's bleeding against a street full of cones. Cracked pavement and yellow signs. Their perfect world still looks abandoned. Mine finally looks alive. If you think that's justice with color, type red in the comments. Like and subscribe for more stories.